One of my viewers was asking me if my Samsung S Pen will work on my Asus Zenbook Duo laptop, and that made me realize that all my devices have a stylus. This is the Fold Edition S Pen for my Galaxy Z Fold4 foldable phone, my Galaxy Tab S7 FE tablet S Pen, the Asus Active Stylus Pen for my Asus Zenbook Duo laptop running Windows, the Dell Active Pen for my Dell 2-in-1 foldable laptop, and this tiny one is from my Galaxy Note 10. And not to forget, I also have this latest Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra S Pen. I'll do a comparison of the Note 10 S Pen and the S23 Ultra S Pen later in the video. They may look the same, but they are actually not the same. So this is the Asus Active Pen that comes with my Asus Zenbook Duo. It has two buttons, one to do Windows right-click, and the other is the eraser for us to erase when we draw diagrams. I'm drawing on Google Keep, and it does have some pressure sensitivity on the Asus screen. Now, pressing the first button, it becomes an eraser. And pressing the second button, we can right-click to get the right-click menu on the browser. Now, this Asus Active Pen doesn't work on any of my Samsung devices, and I've tested, it doesn't work on my Dell laptop as well. Apologies, I don't have my Dell 2-in-1 laptop with me when I make this video. And this is the Dell Active Pen for my Dell 2-in-1 Windows laptop. Because this pen is designed for Windows, it has two buttons, one for right-click and the other is once again the eraser. This Dell Active Pen only works with Dell laptop and doesn't work on Asus laptop or any of my Samsung devices. So up until now, Asus Active Pen only works on Asus laptop and Dell Active Pen only works on Dell laptop. As for the Samsung S Pen, all my S Pen can be used on all other Samsung devices, except the Samsung Z Fold screen requires a special type of S Pen. When I attempted to use a normal S Pen on the Z Fold soft delicate screen, this is what I get. The screen knows this is an S Pen, but it also knows this is not the special Fold Edition S Pen. So no matter what I do, the software is blocking me from using the normal S Pen on the Z Fold screen. The reason is because the Fold Edition S Pen is specially designed with a soft, retractable, springy tip to protect the Z Fold screen. Now, it does work the opposite direction. The Fold Edition S Pen can be used on my Galaxy Tab S7 FE and my Note 10 Galaxy phone. As for the S Pen of my Note 10 and Galaxy S23 Ultra, yes, both of them can be used on both phones. I have two S Pens for my Note 10. This blue one is my spare S Pen for my Note 10. Both of the Note 10 and S23 Ultra S Pens are pretty much the same. Same length, same pen tip, and the same single button. The only two differences are the surface texture and this springy pen head. The S23 Ultra S Pen head is a lot bigger and squarer. I guess Samsung has made it bigger so it's easier to pull out. The S23 Ultra can afford it because it's a thicker phone. So when we insert the S23 Ultra S Pen into the Note 10 S Pen slot, the head is too big and the pen head doesn't click in. Now as for the other way around, the Note 10 S Pen can fit the S23 Ultra S Pen slot given it has a smaller head. And the S23 Ultra does electronically detect the S Pen when inserted or drawn out, even though it's a Note 10 S Pen. However, we gotta push the spring head that tiny little bit more in order for it to click in. And the other issue is the color of the pen head. Let's try using my spare Note 10 S Pen which has a silver head to see if it works better. Not bad. It looks good even though it has a smaller head. And of course, the original S23 Ultra S Pen still cover up the slot the best. Personally, even though using the Note 10 S Pen can fit the S23 Ultra pen slot, I won't be doing that. My OCD self like to keep everything in order. Note 10 S Pen in the Note 10 and S23 Ultra S Pen in S23 Ultra. And finally, to close the loop, none of these Samsung S Pen work on my Asus laptop and Dell laptop. On my channel, I try to cover topics that are not covered by other videos and share stories of the tech gear I use. For example, this video on why I have given up using my Z Fold4 foldable phone after 1 year. Remember to subscribe after you have clicked over to watch that video. Thanks.